Scott, you said the other day that you could deal without drama in this game, but you got it in a different form. What was it like on the sideline for you?
I mean, it was just a battle of a game. It was more of a defensive battle than I probably think anybody could have predicted. Frustrating, to be honest, for a long time. I was so proud of our defense. I was so proud of our defensive transition. Followed the game plan. We had very few mistakes. But on the offensive end, their zone really gave us trouble. They did a great job executing and taking away anything easy. And then this game turned into a three-point shooting contest. And then at one point I thought, I don't know if we can win one of those against Oregon, but it turns out we did. So it was also, just an incredible atmosphere. The most people we've played in front of at home. So proud of our fans for coming out and supporting us the way they did. They created an awesome home court. Credit Oregon for playing the game they did, and so proud of our team for gutting it out when there was a point where we certainly could have folded in this game. They had total control, 7-ish minutes, and then we just picked up the D, and we had people running on, dead tired legs, and they gutted it out and hit big shots down the stretch and got stops.
Transition defense, is that just a mentality thing, or do you feel like there were specific things that really worked that slow them down?
Well, we have a system, of defensive transition to take away anything easy, and we don't score well enough, to run up and down with teams and give up layups. So we're built to stop that, so we're built to stop a team like Oregon and anybody else who wants to get out and go, So you saw that. We made them play half court. The score reflects, how hard they had to work and how long it took for them to get into their offense and get shots. And so, it's definitely a big part of our system.
You were stuck on 45 for 2.5 minutes, but in this game, that felt like a long time to score. Were you kind of thinking, are we going to put together a run again today? Or?
Yeah, I didn't know. Something needed to happen. We needed to hit shots. We needed to get something going inside. I thought our mindset kind of changed down the stretch in that we took them off the dribble. We just put it on the floor more and attacked, and that drew too. That's why we got such good open looks, and so I thought that was key. And then once the lid came off the basket there after that drought, we hit a couple threes. Alyssa hit the biggest one, maybe, Allie, then Alyssa. That was the one that I think gave everybody hope. Hey, we're in this thing. And then our defense picked up, and then we started, got some offense from our defense.
Allie's shot is unconventional, shall we say. Do you think that other teams underestimate her? They think there's no way she can consistently hit shooting like that? She got left open a few times.
Well, that's the nature of the defense. I think everybody was open on both teams at times in this game. I don't think teams just say, hey, leave her because she can't shoot, because you just look at her numbers, she can shoot. I thought we moved the ball. I executed against their zone to get her those looks. Those were we worked hard all week to create those shots, in our scheme. But, her shot is unconventional. I think that's, why Pac-12 teams overlooked her. That's why we were in the game for her. She doesn't necessarily look the part, but anybody who gives her a chance and watches her knows she is the part. And that was evident today. It's been evident all season. It was evident the first day she played in our practice. It was like, okay, we've got something special here. We knew it, but it was nice to see firsthand.
What does it say about your team to be able to go through all the lead changes, trail at the end, and still be able to block the victory?
Yeah, well, the same thing I said a year ago. That's what we've been about. We just fight to the end. This isn't a team that breaks. We work hard at that. We talk about that. We talk about scenarios. What if we get down? What if? Well, this is how we come back. And this team has a big heart and a lot of fight in them. And now some belief, coming off, our other Pac-12 games where we've been in every one. We've battled teams as tough as we had in years in this program. They're gaining confidence, and they should, and so this game was just another example. There was a key timeout, the 8-minute timeout. We were down 6. Jackson's going to the free throw line coming out of the timeout. We know we're going to probably go down 8. And I said, this game is reminding me of UCLA. And the UCLA game was the one game this year where I just felt like we were out of it and we never got ourselves going at all. And they were the aggressor the entire game. And I said, what are we going to do? In that game, it felt like we quit almost. And that's rare for us. What are we going to do the rest of this game? Are we going to quit or are we going to fight? And they came out fighting.
Did you say that to them in the timeout?
Yeah. That's what we referred to the UCLA game. Built off experience.
Allie said that you showed her clips of last year's Civil War game to try and kind of teach them, I
Well, actually, I think that was the team. The team got together, and before our game today, they watched some clips from that game, and that was during their time without coaches, and I thought that was great. We certainly have referred to that game all season. They know that was our signature win a year ago. Anytime you come back from 20, that's pretty special. And the heart that it took to do that, and we've talked about the leadership we had a year ago with Elsera Greer and how, her legacy is living on in this team, and how Erlicia and all the other returners from a year ago are playing the same way she played, and competing. It was so great to see, Sage showing some emotion out there, getting the crowd going defensively, and I don't know, that's the way you play this game. You got to play it with some passion.
You said you knew early on with Ali that you had a pretty special kid, but to have a freshman in a big rivalry game, have a career high, that's playing even better than special.
That's who she is. That's who she is. And when we were recruiting her coaches said, this is a phenomenal player. And don't be discouraged by a shot that doesn't look normal or a lack of offers from other big-time programs. You got to know what you're getting. She's the best player on our floor every day. And, that she's come in with that mentality. She's a winner. She's done nothing but win her entire career. She makes every play that you need. Today she hit every big shot we needed. She made the hustle plays down the stretch, including just the tip ball at the end. The game was probably already over, but here she comes with 14 seconds left to tip the ball out from behind, a hustle play and an extra effort play. So for us, as we're building this program, we needed, she's the perfect player for us. She's a glue player. Every teammate loves her. She's one of those people. She's a leader, and then she plays the way every coach would want their players to play. She's an incredible example every minute.
What did you think happened on that weird one-on-one free throw that Sage shot?
Yeah, to be honest, I was out of it. I was worried about defense, and I was coaching defense, and I see the ball bounce off, and Coach Campbell yells, "It's one-on-one, it's one-on-one," and right then they threw it out of bounds, and, the official gets out of the way of it. And so we went right into how do we get the ball in, right away. So that's something I don't know if I've ever seen. It was loud, though, credit the crowd. The players probably couldn't hear the official say, one-on-one.
Back-to-back wins now, how important to ride this into the second half of the conference schedule?
Huge for us. We're in the middle now. Unfortunately, we let a couple tough ones at home slip away that we could have had looking back on it. But, that's the progress of this team, learning to win and learning to close games. So I'm just so happy. I told this team before conference started, I'm confident that this program is going to go places. That's my belief. We've got a great class coming next year. We're building things here, and we're building a foundation. But I don't want to wait till then. I want you guys to experience. I want to win now. I want you guys to experience this. I think you can. I think we've got that type of ability, And so to see them believe, who knows what we can do the second half. And so this is certainly one of those games that is a pivotal point for us as we head towards, basically the second half, even though we haven't played Utah and Colorado yet, but almost the second half of the schedule. Just another, block in that foundation of belief.
Anything else?
All right. Thanks, you guys.